I'm going to show you how being patient just saved my client thousands of dollars off their car. I want to tell you the story of a deal I just got finished negotiating. I already had a great deal negotiated for my client, but we didn't buy over the weekend, and because of that, we saved thousands. Before that, I want to talk about patience for just a second. Patience is such an important skill to have. It's one of the values of my business. For example, I don't allow my clients to sign up when they do their first consultation with me. I don't allow you to pay me a dime. I believe that when you're making a huge decision, like working with me or buying a car, you should never feel rushed into that decision. The car industry is always buy, now. And if you're not, you're gonna have the fear of loss. When people work with me, I want it to feel like the exact opposite. I don't want you to ever feel rushed, because realistically, there'll be another car tomorrow and I'll be there tomorrow. So I instill this in my clients, and it just saved my client thousands of dollars. So my client gave me kind of a rush order. They signed up with me on Friday morning and saying they needed a car by Sunday. They live in Texas, and even though dealerships are open on Sunday, realistically, they're not open on Sunday because there's a law that they have to be open on Saturday or Sunday, and almost every dealership picks Saturday versus Sunday, so they're all closed. So we knew the time was ticking quite a bit, and I negotiated it pretty quickly. I don't normally do rush orders like this because I do have quite a bit of clients already working with me, but this was a unique situation, and this customer really needed a car, so I wanted to try to take care of him. So I negotiated the entire deal knowing it was gonna be rough on Black Friday weekend, and I wanna tell you exactly what happened. With such a rush order, I didn't feel as confident as great of a deal as get. Normally I like 72 hours, and Black Friday is one of the worst weekends to actually negotiate a car deal over the phone, as dealerships are so busy. But I told my client that I had a goal of negotiating about $2,000 off the car, plus rebates. So about another $1,250 in rebates. It was about a $3,200 car, or $3,200 discount on a base level car. That's a pretty big win. My client was excited. We went to town trying to find this deal. I contacted a whole bunch of dealerships, and I found the dealership with the best deal. There's plenty of dealerships that were close, but this one was definitely the best. But there was a few red flags that I caught that night that kind of scared me, and why we halted on the deal. For example, in the middle of the night, about 2 hours before they closed, they said something along the lines of, hey, I don't even know if the car is here, so I need you to wait just a second. And then we went on hold. When I looked on the website, the car was gone. There's definitely some red flags. I was already preparing some backup options, and then I didn't hear anything until after they closed. As any normal consumer did, I waited. I didn't go into the dealership, and this salesperson almost berated me, saying, you know what, I can't believe you didn't come in. We were waiting for you. Even though the car might not have been here, you should have drove and came in. That was a red flag. And normally I would stop working with a dealership, but their deal was slightly better, and I said, okay, we'll just figure this out on Monday. So I told them we'll figure this out on Monday, and time goes, and at that point, I go in on Monday, I start the deal and say, hey, you know what, let's get this thing figured out. And then he has the audacity to say, well, that was a weekend deal. I don't know if I can get you that bargain. Guys, I negotiate car deals for a living. A weekend deal doesn't happen, and he's trying to scare me into rushing this deal. It's not gonna happen. So what I start doing is start negotiating his price out with a few more dealerships. I give the weekend for all these dealerships said they wouldn't match this price, and now after Black Friday, I'm betting there's plenty of dealerships that didn't sell as many cars as they hoped to, and they have quotas to hit. So I just shot out their quote, and guess what? I had a dealership that came in about $900 less than their quote, which again, I already negotiated $2,000 off, so another $900 less, plus they threw in tint, they threw in a paint protection, they threw in some window door guard, about another like $1,000, $1,200 worth of value in there. They just threw in absolutely free. They were super easy to work with. They already were only giving us about an $800 discount before, but because we waited over the weekend and shot them another opportunity, they were more than happy to make that deal happen because they didn't sell enough cars. So the moral of the story is don't always rush into a car deal. If you feel like a car deal is great and it's near the end of the day, just sleep on it. If you want to shoot that offer out the next day, absolutely do it. My client just saved over $2,000 in value just by waiting just a few hours on a car deal he wasn't able to pick up anyway. But patience will save you money. I promise you that. Dealerships, just like you, have a fear of loss. They are worried about losing the car deal. So let them worry about losing a car deal and giving you a bigger discount so you can save more money on your next car. If you guys like content like this, I want you to like, follow, subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and have a great day.